What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about FARTCOIN today at the request of Uncle Live or Uncle Live, one of those two. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. It is the 4th day of December. We do have 6 hours and 11 minutes left in this day, and the price is sitting at about 37.4 cents. Again, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. I think it's very clear here that you are breaking out of this structure here. Looks like you've moved up, you broke out, you back tested for support at prior resistance, at the resistance of this trend line here. I'm not drawing it the best, but you can kind of see with your eyeballs that you did in fact find support like right there on this trend line. And now you're continuing to move higher. This is a good thing. This is not a bad thing at all. We'll use Coinbase for the time being. Hey, look at that. You're getting volume too. That's nice to see. That's not bad, guys. That's really not bad at all. Let's look at this. I'm going to be blown away here. Hold on now. Low to high. Right there at the 0.5. You know, a lot of cryptos, and we've noticed this over the cycle, we've noticed this, but specifically over the past 2 weeks, a lot of cryptos are showing significance at the 0.5. Don't think that just because they're all showing significance at the 0.5 now that they will on this next move. It has to go to the 0.5, but it's just something to note. A lot of cryptos have been finding significance at the 0.5, and I think that support there will stand. I think that is a higher low, and beyond the fib itself, we already know that that's going to be the low because this trend break, that just looks so clean. You broke your trend. Maybe it's right here, whatever. You broke your trend and you back tested for support. It's so clean. Look up break, hook, and go, because that's what that is. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we'll get back into the daily stuff. We'll talk about going higher, but I just want to look at the short-term stuff here first to see, are we pulling back? Is there another opportunity to buy at the lows? Is it a crunch time right now? Last call. It's important you get your money in now before the big move happens. Let's see if we can figure that out. 1 hour time frame here. You're getting some volume coming in, but you're not really going anywhere. You're at places that you found resistance before. You could come down. You could even take out this low and still maintain a higher low overall. Right, just like here, you took out this low, but it was still a higher low. Right? Maybe you do that here. Just an opening thought there. Looking at the 1 hour RSI, I'm definitely not bearish on the RSI, but that doesn't mean we can't go down from here. Stochastics have me a little bit bearish in the MACD. The MACD looks nice, to be completely fair. I am going to call for it. I think that we move down a little bit, but it's at such an negligible and insignificant amount that I don't really know if it's worth talking about, right? 37.6 cents. Maybe you pull back to about like 34 cents. Maybe you find support at prior support here, prior resistance here, prior support here, prior support here, prior resistance there, prior resistance there. Maybe that's where you go, somewhere around 34 cents, but I wouldn't hold it. I'm not holding you to it. You don't have to go that low. But if you were to go lower, 34 cents, 33.5 cents likely does hold a support. That bounce off the 236 here, though, makes me really, what's the word I want to say? Skeptical that we will even go that low. It can happen. That'd be the low that I'd see. Higher low, nonetheless, whatever. It makes sense that we could go there. But we very well could just go down to about 36.8 cents. We might not even drop a full cent from here before moving higher. So if you were looking to buy FARTCOIN because you want to catch the next move up, and it looks like we will be moving higher, we'll get into that in a second, this is probably a good time to do it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but whether it's here, whether it's there, whatever, I say green light. Don't let me stop you from buying. If you can sit through a little bit of pain, it's a perfect time to buy. And I mean, really, it is just a little bit of pain. You won't even notice it, man. Go to sleep, wake up tomorrow, it'll be fine. I don't even know if we go down to 34 cents, but I feel pretty confident from here that if we take this low out, 33.5 cents holds for support. It's completely possible that we don't even go below this low, though, to be completely fair. Based off the one, because while the 1 hour does look like it could come back from here, your RSI is robust enough. Your MACD looks good enough. You don't have to go below this low. You could find a low that's just above this low, and still the stochastics reset themselves, and you're ready to go higher. 4 hour time frame here. Looking at this, now you're rejecting the overbought zone after getting into it consistently. Now you're having a hard time. This kind of does suggest that we could break out to the downside. You are decaying in volume, right? You have this kind of flat top here. A breakout's going to come. You're either going to break out to the downside or to the upside. If a breakout's going to come, I don't know, man. Maybe you break out to the upside on your RSI too. Stochastics look bullish. The MACD looks bullish. I'm definitely not bearish on the 4 hour time frame. The RSI gives me a little bit of skepticism, I suppose, but not enough to really be like thoroughly concerned with. Daily time frame here, looking at this, getting the price action, and we're not going to use, no, we can use Coinbase. Okay, it's got enough history. Ooh, it doesn't have enough history. Okay, let's use a chart that has more history. Volume's not necessarily as important now. we look at this here. Which fib do I want to? Do I want to take this? Do I want to take this high to low here? That seems very well respected. Golden ratio support there. This seems very well respected. Oh, but that was before the low, though. It could be. I'm going to put some lines up here, and we're just going to see. Something in this range here, and then something in this range here. Okay? And maybe I'll change the colors so that we can identify the ranges a little bit more. The white range, the white zone, and the yellow zone, something like that, okay? And these are just the primary fib target, the secondary fib target, okay? It's a little bit more of a broad range, but this is all that we have. Weekly time frame here. If we were to take, I think we could take this high to low, but let's take the all-time high to this low here. Let's just say that, and we won't take the fake out low. I mean, the 0.5, again, has been a pretty significant area. The 0.5 all the way up here is at 73 cents, and that's right in between. That's right here in the middle of our primary target zone. Makes a lot of sense. Or do we go to the golden retracement of this high to low fib here? We go all the way up to the secondary target zone there. Interesting thoughts. Let's look back at the daily time frame. Okay, we're jumping ahead of ourselves. Daily time frame, the RSI looks great. Looks like it wants to push higher. Stochastics look great. The MACD is just about to cross above the zero. All of this. So think about it like this. The stochastics just got overbought. The RSI is not overbought yet. The MACD is just crossing above the zero. This environment on your indicators is saying that we are right about to break out, which we saw that on the 4-hour time frame with the volume and everything. We're about to break out. So a move, a pretty sizable move should happen, and it will likely take you above these highs, okay? Instead of taking the all-time high, let's just take this high to low. Let's encapsulate this movement here, okay? From a high to a low, your golden ratio at 71 to 84 cents is well encapsulated by the primary fib target of what would be this high to low move here. Your golden ratio zone is like right here with this golden extension. So I think, and I'm just going to delete everything now, I think it's completely acceptable to consider that we see FARTCOIN up above 54 cents, potentially not above $1 though, right? 54 cents to like 96 cents. Let's say specifically 55 cents at a minimum, probably 84 cents at a maximum. 84 to 71 cents specifically is the target zone in mind. That's probably where FARTCOIN's going to go, I would guess, by the end of next week. So you should get a nice 100% pop with FARTCOIN over the next 7 days, or if not over the next 7 days, sometime this month. I mean, you're right on the precipice of a breakout. Now, if you spill over to the downside, you know, maybe it's a bit of a different story. Maybe you come down, you get a double bottom or something like that, a higher low, and then we focus on this later. But at the moment, I would say that we're moving higher. If I'm wrong, and if we do break out to the downside, we'll know that I'm wrong, because if you go below 33 cents on a daily closing basis, then I'm wrong. If you do that, then I'm wrong. We're at 37.6 cents. So 4 cents, really 33.5 cents. 4 cents away from here, 4.1 cent away from here. If we close below there, if we close below 33.5 cents on a daily time frame, then I'm wrong. Then we're probably moving down. We'll retrace this move, and we'll probably come down either forming a higher low, a double bottom, or a slightly lower low. Something like that. And then we could try again later. But I don't think it's what's going to happen. I think we're set up to break out higher. That's my expectation. That's what the daily time frame is saying. So looking at the weekly time frame here, bouncing right off the oversold zone, bullish divergence on the stochastics. There's no bullish divergence on the MACD, but I mean, you are bearish on the MACD, to be fair. Both of these indicators are suggesting a bounce here, and a standard bounce from here, from a high to a low. I mean, we're probably not going to stop at the 382 if we're about to break out. So the golden ratio, it's a 91% to 120% pump there, you guys. Something at 71.8 to 84 cents. 55 cents at a minimum, but I feel good about that 71 to 84 cent area. And likely you do push higher. As time goes on, I do suspect FARTCOIN will see new all-time highs. This is crypto. This is the degen markets, and the degen coin, FARTCOIN itself, will lead the degen markets probably. We will likely see new all-time highs, and those all-time highs will come in the form of a $5 price, potentially a $13 price. It's crazy as that sounds. 357 557 to 1380 is your primary target zone when we do get above these highs here. When we're above about $1.60, when we get above $1.60, 557, 1380 practically becomes inevitable at that point. When I say it practically becomes inevitable, I would say like an 80% chance you go up to this range once we get above these highs here. Until then, it's theoretical. It's more theoretical, and even still it would be, but until it happens. But I think it's going to happen. I think you got this W set up, this nice little double bottom. Anyways, I've got nothing else. I think I said everything I need to say. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? One last shout out to Uncle Liv. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.